Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to StarCraft 2 Heart of the Storm here at Anaheim, California. Your MLG Spring Championships 2013. I'm Axel Toss.
And I'm Day 9, and we are going to hop into a bonus match. Because soon enough, production has to eat food because they are organisms. They are not robots designed to push buttons. So we'll be bringing you this lower bracket action. It'll be between PPG Bubbles and Arium.
Of course, Bubbles played yesterday. Some people might remember. Bubbles played against Coach Park. I know a lot of the community sites were a little bit indecisive about their thoughts on that match.
Let's go ahead and introduce our players, Axel Toss.
Spawning
in the top left-hand position, known for his aggressive use of the cannon. It is Bubbles.
And his opponent, in the bottom right-hand location, your blue Protoss player, he is Arium.
Now, Arium, an interesting player, is
13
years old, and he's a Grandmaster. He's the youngest Grandmaster in SC2 that we know of. I mean, maybe there's like a 2-year-old.
Sure. Maybe.
So, but other than that theoretical toddler,
yes.
Arium is the youngest playing in this PvP. This is always going to be kind of a tricky matchup. I mean, because Bubbles has some notoriety now. I mean,
it does.
If you win by can rushing twice on stage,
yes,
people are going to be way over scouting. Like, for instance, right now, most players in PvP don't really scout this early. A lot of them just kind of hold back because there's nothing really noteworthy to see. Very rarely will you change your build based upon this because pretty much everyone's going to get a quick double gas.
Yeah, so far we're seeing both these players build their buildings in their respective bases, which is relatively unique to this matchup when Bubbles is playing, I might go as far as to say.
Indeed. Arium, 13-year-old pro. Scouts, oh, did he scout that second gas going down? He doesn't, but, you know, that's okay. He saw that there was very little energy on the Nexus. I mean, generally, when you see a one-gas play, it's easy to go like, it's a 4-gate, but, you know, with that little energy on there, we even see Arium responding in kind, chrono boosting his own Nexus.
Yeah, I mean, PvP nowadays is all about who can get those gases faster, who can get that tech up very quickly, because if you're talking about things that can kill you in the early game nowadays, with the Mothership Core in play, it's not that much. Wow, did he just get the probe there?
He did. Arium kills off the probe, sends his probe back to mining. 100% of things killed have been destroyed by Arium in this game. Going for the 2-gate play, very safe, very conservative. Mothership Core coming out right now for Bubbles. Arium delaying it a little bit, and I do like a delayed Mothership Core in this matchup. Like you said, it's so much about the fast tech. The Mothership Core is 100-100 at a pretty early time. The only really strong reason to get a Mothership Core hyper fast is for really aggressive plays.
You know, the fact that the probe was killed there, that can be one of those comfort things where you're like, all right, I killed my opponent's first probe. Now I don't have to worry as much about a probe being across the map, making those scary proxy pylons, which enhance the, you know, your opponent's pushes. So, you know, you could potentially delay the Mothership Core in that situation, but it's one of those things where you can kind of be playing with fire, because if you're delaying the Mothership Core too much, then you're going to be starting to worry about energy. What I'm missing.
Oh my God, Bubbles barely saw that probe down on the left side, so he is going to have to run away with that. Mothership Core
top
takes
over
that
the cliff.
Now it looks like the starter from Arium might try to catch that Mothership Core off guard, take a few pot shots at it. It's kind of a weird little dance you can do because a Stalker does outrange a Mothership Core, so you can do some sort of weird, funky micro to be able to beat it. But we see Stargate coming up from Arium. Really like this play. Third gateway coming up. Now this can be a nice two-step aggression from Arium.
A lot of movement in the middle of the map here. 2 Stalkers from Bubbles coming forward. Time Warp going down. I think that's Arium's Time Warp.
Yep, it's definitely a little bit off placement right now. It looks like Arium will get the first kill on the Stalker. Second Stalker does join up for Arium. He manages to take it out. Nice micro there by Arium, but it looks like Bubbles does have 3 gateways warping in right now. Both players actually have 3 gates.
All right, Mothership Core Stalker versus Mothership Core Stalker. Unit slosh should be interesting right now. 400 to 225 in favor of Arium at this point in time. But Bubbles bringing a lot more units across the field. He also has a completed pylon here, so he can warp in units even more forward. The Mothership Core trying to get away, and it looks like he is going to get taken out. And now Bubbles is going to be on the aggressive.
Arium does have those 2 Stalkers, picked off that pylon unit counting station. So there are 5 Stalkers out for Bubbles. Not a lot of units out for Arium, who's desperately trying to warp in more units. Is he going to get supply block? No, he's rebuilding that one pylon right now. There's more stalkers coming in. Time warp excellently placed, but soon enough there's going to be a void ray out. Wait, no, it was canceled in production. Arium, oh, it looks like a misclick. Arium accidentally canceling that void ray bubbles.
Oh my gosh.
Cannon free right now, but still blasting down the front door.
Lots of stalkers coming forward here from Bubbles. Arium doesn't have a mothership core. Remember, he can't activate a Photon Overcharge, and he's completely exposed. He canceled his Void Ray. I don't know why, but what does he have to defend against these stalkers?
Well, it looks like he's just going to be throwing a couple probes in there. That's exactly what Bubbles wants. Bubbles playing this out standard, straight up, has experience at MLG, knows how not to get anxious in spots like this. Overwhelms and good game. Bubbles takes the win.
Bubbles takes game number 1 in this best of 3, a very exciting one. Generally, you probably want that Void Ray out to help deal with that, that Stalker stuff.
I mean, that's one thing that is nice about going for 3-gate with the Stargate. You do have that opportunity to get the extra defense. If you send your Stalkers out, as Arium did, get the Scout, well, you can answer by getting the Void Ray. If you don't see anything, you can answer by going expand Phoenix. So there's a lot of options that are available, but I mean, it was little tiny micro moves. Arium started off with some great micro, but bumbled shortly thereafter.
It can be stressful sometimes. You know, PvP, a very technical matchup. If you make one wrong move, it's pretty much going to be disastrous. Like losing your mothership core early, you have to remake that. That's 100 gas. You're losing energy that you can use for Photon Overcharge. And then maybe you accidentally hit escape on the Stargate to cancel a Void Ray. That would be helpful in defending against the Stalker push. So we'll have to see how Arium can adjust here. Throwing up a thumbs up. But guys, we're going to take